Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Millie Chan TV Live Hot Topics. I'm so happy to be here. And, honey, today we're going to get into some hot topics, but we have a real hot topic in the building today. And if you are a lover of the Never Ever Mets on OWN, like season one, season two is on fire. Like, it took them a little minute, but this group is literally on fire. And they're knocking them down like bowling pins. So we got to figure out what's really going on. But I have a very special guest today. I think we've all been waiting on it. We've all seen her story. We all have been going up for Tatiana with the lump of clay that she's been talking to. And we need to figure out what is really going on with all of that. So without further ado, I'm just going to stop flapping my gums and welcome Tatiana. Let me take this down. How are you, Tati?
Hi, I am well. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for being here today. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
thank you for having me.
I didn't realize like you're doing like just various interviews because you know why, right?
Yeah, I had to, and for me, it's just like important for me to also add my conversation to it
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna make narratives and run with them. So
Yep.
it's just like I want to be able to have the opportunity for the people that care, like to share my perspective about certain things and maybe certain things that people don't understand about me because we're different people. We have different ways of going about relationships. We have different ways of operating and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, Team Tati, period. Per.
Yeah, yeah, honey. They are in here, Team Tati, honey.
Hey,
I'm Team Tati too.
thanks.
Because before we get into this conversation, I have to say this to you. I was screaming at the television. Like, I was like, when I did my review, I was like, how do we know this? And Tati doesn't know. Like, it drove me crazy, but I'm not going to start there. We're going to start in the beginning.
Okay.
So, how did you and Clay, how do you pronounce his name?
Clay Vassier.
How did Clay Vassier, Tati, I'm going to get on you right there.
That's hilarious.
If
I know.
you walk down the aisle, Tati, do you take Clay Vassier?
Do you take Clay Vassier?
Okay. We over there. Okay, we'll get back to it. But anyway, so you're doing your day to day,
Mhm.
and how did this happen? Just tell us how it happened.
So basically, he hit me up on Instagram. So I've always been doing like my creative thing. I always post like dance videos, singing videos, whatever I'm into at the moment. And like, I guess that's how he found me through mutuals. We have a lot of mutual friends because he also used to live in LA. Um, and then he just came into my DMs and said something. He was just asking me where I was from and like, calling me beautiful, gassing me up as he does. And I was like, I'm from heaven. And then from
Yeah.
there, we just kept going and kept talking because we have like a good, like natural chemistry about us. So if he wasn't a liar, we could be good friends at least, I think.
Right. Okay. So he hit you up on Instagram. I saw your videos. So I get it. Like, you're beautiful. You move. You understand your body. It's flirty.
Hmm.
And after watching Clay, it was just like, ooh, let me try this. Let me see if I can talk to her. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So how long did you all actually just before you hooked up, before you just started? How long?
So it was like for the show, 8 months. So before the
No, no,
show,
no.
we
I'm talking
had
about
been
before the show. I'm just talking about before the show even came to be.
right. So 8 months. So we have been knowing each other that long. So that's when we were talking.
Okay, eight
Hopefully
months.
I'm being clear about that. Yeah. So like around 8 months, we have been already been talking and stuff before the show opportunity.
Okay.
Hmm.
So now, how did that happen?
Hmm.
How did the opportunity come about?
So basically, somebody has sent it to me on Instagram, and I was just
Hmm.
like, "Wow, this would be the perfect opportunity for us to meet each other." Because the reason why we hadn't met so far is because both of us are entrepreneurs. Which typically, if you're an entrepreneur, you work almost around the clock. We both go to school as well. We're both still in school, so between
Hmm.
that, me being a mom, and then also I have my creative endeavors. Like usually, I'm really self focused for the most part, so and so is he. So
Right.
we just never really got together fully, but we did always have like communication and stuff through that 8 months. And when I found out about the opportunity, I told him, and we felt like it was the perfect thing for us to do because then we don't have to think about anything else. You don't have to think about the expenses, like you
Right.
take off of work and everything like that, because we're both like about our money. So it's like, let's make sure that everything is taken care of. We don't have to,
Right.
no hotels, nothing. So I was like, this is crazy. I honestly didn't even think we would get on, to be honest. I was just like, oh, that would be nice if we did. And the process just kept moving fast and faster and faster. And before you know it, we were casted and we were on our way to meet each other.
I find that to be so crazy on his part that he would come on a show and not think that something would be revealed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because one thing that I know for sure about television and this internet,
Mm-hmm.
if we love a show, we become immediate investigators.
That's so funny.
Immediately become investigators, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Mm-hmm.
know people were like, somebody was like, I've been looking for his Instagram. I found. I said, girl, I got it. You know what you know what I'm saying? Like Clay is from Atlanta, right?
He's from LA. He's actually from LA. But he's moved to Atlanta or
Okay,
Georgia. Yeah.
okay. And she's in LA.
Yeah, and I'm in
Are you
LA.
from LA?
I'm not from LA. I'm from Indiana, but I live in LA now.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Instagram meetup, somebody sent it to you. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we got it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on our way. How
Mm-hmm.
did you feel? Like, okay, we have to be honest. Clay is not the most attractive person. So what was it? The chemistry?
So I mean, I don't feel like Clay isn't a bad looking guy from the Instagram pictures that I had seen. Like,
Okay. Okay.
so the pictures that I had seen and where he was currently in his life was a different situation, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So, to me, he wasn't bad looking.
Okay.
But it's just like his personality mostly. Like that's what I like about him the most is his personality, like how it felt to be around him, how it felt
I loved it too,
in each other's
Tati.
energy.
I will say this. When
Hmm.
y'all went to the boom boom room just to snuggle, I was, although I knew he was lying to you,
Hmm.
I was like, I get it. I
Yeah.
get what I get it. To me, he just looks a little dusty sometimes.
Yeah.
But
We're talking like, why didn't you get a haircut? I don't understand why he came to the show with no haircuts.
I don't either.
Like,
Like, it's
what are you
insane. It's
doing?
like going without a feel. Like, what is wrong
Yeah.
with you? But
Yeah.
I got it. I understood why. I understood why you were like that. Because even in the boomer room, you was just laying on him.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, he makes her feel like it sounds like she's the only girl in the world.
Yeah, he's really good at that. That's where he gets you. And then also like he's very good with like acts of service. So like he's always doing stuff for me. Like I didn't have to do anything. And that's what I loved about being with him because it's just like, oh, like, okay, he's gonna rub my feet. Like if I'm hungry, he'll make me some food. Babe, are you thirsty? Go get me some. Like there were a lot of
Oh,
good.
the love bombing, girl. Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. So there was a lot. It was like besides the things that you guys for the clear red flags in person, like we were having a really good time. Like, we were really vibing, which is why all of this was so surprising because I was just like, I thought we was really connecting. Like I really did. I really thought that we was really like building something because
Hmm.
it's like I was forced to look past all the superficial things because it's just like
Okay.
from day one, if you don't come with a haircut, you can't get one. Nobody's coming to the house
Exactly.
with one. So it's just like I have to get over those things. And yes, he did tell me beforehand that he had gained a little weight, but I wasn't still not expecting for him to be his appearance to be how it was.
Because I saw that photo on his Instagram.
Hmm.
I was like,
And so I had no clue. I had no clue what was actually going on at the time.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So in that scene, when you were like massaging him
Mhm.
and you were like, I hope you're not like that, because y'all were talking about Jared and Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah.
and you were like, I hope you're not like that. Like you would tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was screaming. Her, tell Tati, tell her. Well, let me not get caught up in me. Hold on, let me not get because I can sit here and talk to you, but that, just me and you all day because I love that show. So you linked up. Y'all virtually dated for 8 months. And y'all are busy, so that's why you never got a chance to meet. So the show was a way to just say, we got to put everything to the side, get on a plane, and we're going to be taken care of. And we're going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you arrived, let me ask you about the girls. What did you think about the girls when you got there?
When I first got there, everybody seemed pretty cool. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like I connected with Alicia first the most. Um,
Oh, she was the first one to go, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And so that was like my first like initial friend in the house. I really liked Alicia, even though I know people be dragging her. But I love Alicia. I love Alicia. She's so funny to me. But everybody else, like, I got to meet Charlie and Brittany. Like, I feel like I had to they were slower burns for me, like getting to know them. Um and then I really like Kiki too. Like initially, these were my initial thoughts because Kiki, I could just tell she was so sweet. And I feel like we have that in common. Like we both
Yeah.
have like that sweet like energy.
Yeah.
Me and her are like softies. Like we be crying together, laughing together.
I thought she was a softie too until that let to that scene that we just.
But I am. I really am a softie. But it's just like also I'm multidimensional. So
Okay, so we see the girls, Alicia, all the girls, and then Cinco comes in because Jay is a baller. She did it up, so I love Jay.
yeah.
But your date with Clay was the horse riding, right? The
Mm-hmm.
horseback riding. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god, because the way I reviewed it, I took pictures of y'all on the horses, and then I took the picture when y'all sitting on the thing, and I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know she loves this because she said, I'm an outdoor person. I do
Mhm.
this. So
It was
that
the
was so
perfect
sweet.
date. It was so nice. I really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. Like everything was beautiful.
It was. And
Mhm.
then did you feel like he was trying to impress you a little bit with the kiss and all that? Because I felt like that was a lot.
It was awkward. Like it was just like I felt like he was trying to force it. Yeah, because I'm just like, why are you thinking I'm about to crawl over this blanket to give you a kiss? Like it was just awkward. I feel like if he was going to try to kiss me, I think it would have been better to maybe ask if I was like right next to him or we
Right.
were a little bit closer or whatever. But it just seemed it was awkward. It was forced, and it's just like not right now.
Okay. 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 All
Hmm.
right. So then what were your first thoughts about Clay?
My first thoughts were, um, ah,
You gotta take all that breath.
my first thought was, I don't know. I was just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, I just, I don't know. I was hoping that he would have like tried to dress nicer, like, to impress me and like, have the haircut, like, really like look nice for me. Like I know we was gonna be an outdoor date, but I still look cute. Like I
Right.
I like that. Like I like to get dressed up. So I was taken off a little bit by his outfit and everything. But as far as his energy goes, his energy still felt the same. So it's like he still felt fun. He was still nice and kind and all of that. Got the gift of gab. So his
Yep.
energy, my first impression of his energy, that it was the same. Like it felt good. It felt like who I'd been talking to.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, I'm gonna ride with it.
Mhm.
Um so then y'all went to snuggle.
Mhm.
Y'all were feeling like you were really feeling him.
Mhm.
Like in if hindsight was not 2020,
Right.
do you think that you and Clay would have do you think you would have continued this after the show?
Like
Like if everything like if there was no lie,
if there was no
if
lies,
there was no lie and it was just about the vegan situation. Do
yeah,
you think that you could have kept going?
yeah, I think I could have actually, yeah,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, I See, what you guys didn't see also was me and Clay were working out together like a lot of the time, and he had shared with me that he was ready to kind of like shake back and get fit and everything, and I was here for it. We were supporting each other through that. Like, we were drinking our water. That's another reason why I was like trying to help him stay consistent with his diet and all that, because I knew always that he had the ability to get back if he wanted to. So it's
Yeah.
just like the superficial stuff, I could have got over it. Like,
Okay.
yes, the dress, how he dresses and everything, I could have got over that, because that's some, those are things, those are small things. You could change that. But um if there wasn't any big like things that he was like trying to keep from me, and like all of the shenanigans that he had pulled in all of the games,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I think that we could have worked for sure. Like, without a doubt, I was really liking him. Like, some people think reality TV is just fake, and it's like, no, like, I would not have done any of that stuff with him if I didn't genuinely like him. Like, I
Okay.
genuinely did. And if I didn't, you guys would have known it.
Okay. Before we fast forward, I would like to know, what is your day to day like? What were you all's day to day like? Like after the snuggle, after because I felt you on that lie about the vegan. I was like, dude, you look like you're gonna eat a ham sandwich. Like, don't, like, we're not saying go cold turkey. You gonna
Right.
eat and slowly scale back. But
Yeah.
how were your day to days with him?
The day to days was like literally we were together. I feel like out of all the couples, me and him were together the most. Like,
Okay.
we were together the most. So literally, either I wake up, he wake up, whoever wakes up first. Like, he might go downstairs and I might meet him down there, or he might come to check and see if I'm up. Vice versa. Usually, when everybody wakes up, we go to the kitchen. So we
Okay.
go
Yeah, I
down.
noticed that. I noticed that.
Yeah, everybody goes to the kitchen, see who's cooking what, like, talking and just good morning, everybody. So we meet each other down there. Then all of the guys, it was me. I think Kiki also worked out with us one time, but I would work out with the guys because I knew that we were eating a lot, and we would work
Yeah.
out in the morning together. Me and Clay, we would be doing partner exercises and stuff like that. We take a shower if they had any like activities or whatever for us to do. We get ready for the activities, and then wait together, and um yeah, we did everything together. Like, that's why I was so hurt, because it's just like
Yes.
we were literally PB and J. That was us. Like, peas in the pod. That was us. You seen one, you seen the other. Unless he was trying to sneak off and be weird, which is why it's so crazy. Like, why are you doing these things?
Because at the dinners when you all would have those games,
Mm-hmm.
it was always you and him that would win, like, to last, or
Mm-hmm.
you know you wouldn't get who's less of a couple. That would never be you all. Y'all won really good games. When y'all were doing that one game out there, I thought Clay was doing too much. I thought even
Oh,
outside.
the positions. Yeah, he did.
Oh girl, I was like, hold up, Clay,
Yeah.
hold up.
And I told him that too. Like, some people I saw, like when I was watching the reviews, they were like, well, she needed to tell him. And I did. I didn't tell him right there in the moment, because it's just like, well, one, we're going to have to keep doing positions regardless. And I wasn't trying to throw off the energy, because we wanted to win that massage.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love massages. I'm a spa girly. So I was like, we got to try to win this. So we did our best to win or whatever. But after it was over, I definitely told him, I was like, yeah, like, when we're by ourselves, that's one thing. But like, when we're out, and the PDA and stuff, I actually don't mind PDA, but it's like some stuff is too far.
Okay.
So I told him that, and like he did try to do better after that. So
Okay.
just learning each other, boundaries, and all of that.
All right. We're in the freestyle moment right here, because my last question I had written down
Uh-huh.
is, when you saw his best friend,
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I felt. I was like, I feel Tati. Like, this your friend come to see you. What? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not about to be all in y'all mix. Like, if
Yeah.
that's your friend, y'all know how to handle this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you were cool in the game,
Mm-hmm.
even just sitting there and seeing them, until
Mm-hmm.
Jay said, "Girl,
Mm-hmm.
she
Yeah.
came and wrapped her legs around his neck."
Ah! Around his neck. I'm like,
Girl,
one leg, two leg, what? Like,
I
what?
was, I was like, that one leg almost made it. That right leg, it almost made it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When you looked at that, like we looked at it, just
Mm-hmm.
tell us what you saw,
Like,
because
just the hug itself,
yeah.
like minus all the other context about it. To me, it still was too much. But if it had just been the hug without like the other stuff going on,
The
yeah, like, and
lingering.
the laughing and everybody being prepared for her to come to the house because of what he had told everybody the night before. Because what they didn't show this, but I had heard people like once I went to go sit down, because like you said, I was gonna let them do their thing, because I'm just like, if you notice with everybody else's couple, that's the normal thing. Like, your person comes, you go and hang out with them, and then your person comes, and then you go with them, and then you guys come together at the end. So I was not expecting it to be anything other than that.
Mm-hmm.
So the cast, once I got to sitting down after the hug and everything, everybody like, well, let me get my popcorn. Let me get my popcorn. Everybody was being so messy that
And
night.
they were.
Yes, they were being so messy that night. So, but I was like, I'm gonna just stay out of it because I just know me, and I know once I get feeling away, I don't want to be feeling away. I just want to see my mom. I knew my mom was coming. I want to feel
Oh, child.
good. I was so happy to see her. So I was like, yeah, I was just chilling, minding my business. But Jay came over and she let me know what had happened and how everything was explained. And I could just see from the energy of the house that it was too much.
It was
Like,
too much because
regardless of, yeah,
Alexis picking up Chris.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
what?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
thank God your mother came in, girl. When
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, because I don't know if I didn't hear that. I didn't
Yeah.
hear that your mother was coming. I didn't hear that part.
Mm-hmm.
But when she walked in the door and I saw Tati's mom, I cried. I was like,
Yeah.
this girl need her mama now more than ever in life.
More than ever. And I'm so
I
thankful
was
that
like, thank you,
like,
Jesus.
oh, she was a deep breath. Like, I needed her in that moment because
Yes, I
it's
needed her in that moment.
yes, I needed to let loose. Like, there was so much energy from everything that had just happened, and everything was just so embarrassing, so overwhelmed. The person
Yes,
that I was there and that I should have been able to trust to talk to in that moment, I couldn't do that because he's a fool. So I'm just like, oh God, I'm here by myself and I'm just handling all of this stuff
yes,
that's
by
going
yourself.
on. And
Yes,
it was just so overwhelming. Like, everything was so overwhelming. There was nowhere to run. When you're doing reality TV show, like, yes, if you want to, you could just be like, oh, I'm about to get up and go. But my intention from the beginning was to make it to the end because I could always just say no at the end. Like, I don't need to
right.
leave. I don't need to
And I
leave.
felt that, and I felt
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were sitting at the couch before Jay walked in, you were like, "What's going on?" Because I was like, "That is so crazy." Because it was like you said, the preparation of her coming.
Hmm.
When Chris opened the door, he was like,
Hmm.
and then you got what's his name, Brandon over here, like, oh, and then I feel like Cinco was the star of the show that night because he came in the room. He was like, I know why you tired. Welcome to the club. And I was pissed at you, Tati,
Why?
because y'all had just left that boo boo room.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
I was so mad. I was like,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
And I feel like that's what added to everything too, because I was just like, nigga, sorry.
Okay, 'cause that's
Like,
why
bruh, you know.
girl, I said the same thing. I literally was. I think I said ninja on my.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But,
what I meant to
but
say.
for you to say it like that, it makes it make sense, girl. I was feeling
Yes.
like that. I was like, wait a minute,
Yes. Yes.
hold up. Now she done went in here against what she said she was gonna do because you were like, I'm just chilling, I'm just trying to see, I'm just trying to hold
Mhm,
back, and
mhm.
because I was like, okay, Tati, we good.
But it's just like the roses, everything. Like, he was really laying it on thick. Like, he was laying it on really, really thick.
And
And
the
it's
lie
like,
was just like the lie was coming up like this, like it was just going up higher. So it was like the road, it was
yeah.
crazy.
Mm.
And then everybody, and then Jared is like the worst. I think he is just the worst instigator at all.
He just be laughing and giggling and he ha ha. Like,
Okay,
okay, all right.
okay, okay, okay. So when you are like, there's nothing Jay could have done to keep you in that living room.
Oh no.
So
Because at this point you've already told me, like, what else am I supposed to do with this? Like, like, you're telling me this, and then on top of that, now that you're telling me this and I'm hearing everybody laughing, giggling, all the chaos that's going on in the house, there was nothing that was going to stop me from going to talk to the person that who actually did it. So it's just like, all right, thanks for letting me know, girl. He's here right now. Let's go and figure it out. What's the tea? So I go out to talk to him, But as I'm talking to him, she starts speaking for him. So this is another thing that I want to clear up, because everybody's just like, well, why did you just go after the girl? Why did you do that? Because she kept talking for him. Like, I came out there with the intention. When I went out there, if you actually watch, I didn't even look at her. I came
No.
to him. I was looking directly at him, and I'm like, did this happen? Like, they just told me that this happened. Did this happen? He gonna start already pissing me off. What you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is why, what I mean by I say exhausted, because it's like he will play in your face so bad. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, when he asked you, when you was like, everybody said that she did this and third. Who told you that? What you mean? We in the house on a hill,
People, and
crazy.
you didn't told everybody yesterday, last night, that she's a P star and all and everything else. So what do you mean? Stop acting like you don't know what's going on. He knew everything to me, and this is why I feel like I'm like, did you come in here to embarrass me? Like, did you have these plans to come in here and do all of this stuff to make me look stupid? Because that's what it started to feel like.
Cause
Because
here's
like,
the thing. This is my thing. I was like, if Tati wasn't mad, or if Tati is mad, how is he gonna use her to tell you about his baby?
the
How
worst
is that
messenger.
conversation gonna go?
The worst messenger. If she was actually cool and she didn't do all that extra stuff and trying to hug and run
Ooh,
and
girl,
jump
that
all
hanging off
around,
of him. That hanging off of him was too much for me.
it was too much. She was so handsy with him. So even more than I thought watching it back, I'm like, oh yeah, she was way too close. That's supposed to be somebody's man, and you all hanging up off of him. And girl, no, that was too much. That was way too much. So it's just like there was nothing that that girl could have told me, because it would have always been a problem. Tati, your friend from Newport Beach, California, come through. I will cook for my sons and their friends so he can meet some new God fearing fellas. Thank you. Thank you. That's one thing I do like about this show. Like, everybody's been wishing me love, and
Yeah,
I
we
really
love
receive
you.
that, because I would
We
love to be in a real relationship with somebody who actually loves me, who wouldn't put me through all of this.
absolutely, we love you, Tati. We really do. Like we like. I think there's no, like I heard you on your like I said, I tried not to listen to what you were saying on social media, but
Mhm.
I did hear you say on your stories on Instagram that people were like, "Why was it the turn up when you found out about the baby?"
Mhm.
This is what I think. I think that it was everything at that moment. It was the boom boom room. It was the best friend. And first of all, how he just tell you he got a baby so fast, so quick, and y'all been on this show for 6 episodes. All of a sudden, you can say I got a baby. And did we find out he got 3 babies? He got 3 babies, Tati.
3? Oh, I
That's
was at 2. I didn't know it was
that's the
3.
way it sounded,
Oh my god.
like from your post.
No, so apparently he already had, so the kid that he told me about was not the kid that the lady came forward and told me about. So that would make 2. If the lady, if everything checks out and what she's saying is true, which I don't feel like, well, sometimes people do lie, but I'm like, I feel like she's telling the truth, because when I looked at the girl, I didn't put out her identity for obvious reasons, but
Right, right.
uh he has a type, clearly. If you guys can't tell, he has a
Yes.
very strong type, and I could totally see that being the case. But yeah, he would have to.
It could be 2. Let me just tell you how I came up with 3.
Hmm.
Okay, the one that he told you about,
Hmm.
that one, it made it seem like it was one.
Hmm.
So in the text where the girl had written you that you posted, she was like, I'm the baby's mom, but I'm not that kid's mom.
Uh-huh.
But then she said, I found out about Moon.
Yeah, so that would be the kid that he told me about. Moon is the kid that he told me
Okay.
about.
So
Hmm.
it's 2, y'all. It's 2. It's not 3. It's 2.
Right. Hmm.
Because I was like, wait a minute, he got 3 babies.
Now that would be crazy. That literally be crazy. Woo! Child.
So I don't know, girl. It was just, it was a lot.
It
And
was.
at that moment, tell everybody about why the turn up. Well, that's how I feel about the turn up wasn't
Mhm.
like it was. I feel
Yeah.
like you had just had all you could take.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot. Like, by the time I had cried with my mom, that was all that I had left, because any energy that I need to release, I was going to cry it out with my mom, because I don't know if people heard it, but I said, like, I didn't feel that comfortable becoming undone with people that I didn't know that well. Like, you know?
Right.
So it's just like, okay, well, once my mom left, like, I had everything that I needed, any strength that I needed back, my mom had put back into me, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm good. Like, He's not about to get that from me anymore.
Right.
At least I was going to try not to give that to him anymore. But
Right.
I was exhausted. Imagine like going hours and hours. Like this was a full day. We don't have nothing else to do but sit up in there, talk to each other, be messy because there's no TV, there's no nothing. So it's just like imagine going a whole day of this, like hearing about it,
Oh,
talking about it, having him go back and forth between whether he thinks that it was a big deal or oh it's not a big deal and oh it's just a hug and going back and forth, making you feel crazy, trying to make you feel like you didn't see what you see,
crazy.
you heard what you heard, and
Right.
everybody else is crazy, and you should just listen to me. And that was a lot. So by the time he finally told me about the baby and everything, I didn't have nothing else for him.
Let
Nothing.
me answer this question and I'll be right back. I have to do something. I'll be right back. Please
Okay.
ask her why she wanted to attack his friend. I'll be right back.
It wasn't that I wanted to attack her. That wasn't my plan. I wasn't trying to attack her. I could just sense that she was being very condescending to me, like in the way that she was speaking to me, because clearly I'm really upset about this thing that I tried to come out here and talk to him about. She kept interjecting. And then when she was saying something, I was saying, like, no, that's not just a regular hug. I really wanted her to clarify that she had ran and jumped on him, and that hug was way too much. It was way too much. Um, and it made me uncomfortable, which if you're actually his friend, you would have cared about. But she was like, oh no, I don't have to hug him. Like, no, that's fine. Like she was just being very snarky about the whole situation. So it just made things worse. It made things worse. And then on top of that, I feel like the reason why everything was so amplified was I was already mad about the fact that we had just went to the boom boom room. The house was laughing and in chaos at the time, like him lying and then basically them just playing this game together. It just made me mad. And the only reason why she got what she got was because she kept talking to me. She kept talking to me even though I was trying to talk to Clay, and the stuff that she was saying was just pissing me off. So it is what it is. Like I can't go back and control anything or do anything differently. I did the best that I could at the time. It was very overwhelming. If anybody else could have did it better, then great for you, but that's not how it was for me.
So, okay. So after you got that all worked out, she left.
Mm-hmm.
And you were upset, but you were still, like you said, you were still in it. You weren't ready to go. You just
Right.
needed time to process and calm down.
Yeah.
So when you went into the kitchen and you were like, basically call her, I
Oh
was
no.
like,
So this is what really happened. They cut it out. He was asking me because I wasn't talking to him. He came to me in the morning and he was like, is there anything that I can do to make you feel better about the situation, or like basically what can I do? And I was like, I'll think about it. And then I was like, well, what you can do, I thought about what I was actually mad about. What I was actually mad about was the fact that he did not assert any boundaries with her. So it's just like you made her feel comfortable doing what she did. And you never once checked her to be like, hey, this was inappropriate and you really upset her. We can't be doing this. So
okay,
I told him that. And I was like, well, if you want to try to fix this, the first thing that I would need you to do is to correct that situation with her, because if we were going to move forward, I need to see that you can have boundaries with women. Because if you can't, then it's never going to work.
okay.
We tried to do that, and he showed me once again that he could not have boundaries with her. So that's why after that, I was really done with him. I checked out completely because it's just like, how are you going to tell me about you got a baby mom and you can't even tell your best friend that something isn't appropriate? That doesn't.
Right. Because I was like, this is not something he wants to do. Because the way he was holding that phone,
Looking stupid.
girl, and you were like, don't talk to me.
Right.
And
And
then
you
I
could
was
tell he
like,
was playing both of us because he didn't want her to know that he was agreeing with me, because you just shaking your head. You want to make her feel like everything is sweet and she could just say what she want. And then you
yeah,
thought I was supposed to be okay with you just nodding your head. Like, no, this is exactly
no.
what the actual issue is. You don't stand up for me. You don't have boundaries. You let women cross the line, and it'll never work because of that.
And when he said, I don't think you were right, I was like, nobody heard that, Clay.
Nobody.
Nobody heard that.
At that
She's
point,
on the
just save
phone.
it. Just say you agree with her at this point. Like just say that's your girlfriend, because that's just how it felt. Oh, that's your real girlfriend. I'm just your play girlfriend on TV. But if that's your really your girl, then just say that so we can know what it is and what it isn't.
Right.
Because don't be trying to come to me acting like you're so sorry and you want to make stuff up to me. But when you have the chance, look at what you do. it basically was a repeat situation of yesterday, except for she wasn't there.
Right. So look at I am Queen Tori has a really good question. This is a good question. How would you have reacted just about the baby news had it not had been his best friend there? Like if he had just finally sat down and you were like, Clay, why is everybody whispering and looking at me crazy? Like, are you not, and if he had just said, I got a baby that's about 3 months.
If he would have told me my initial reaction, because at first I wouldn't have known everybody knew like that,
Yeah.
because there was never that conversation. So I would have just heard him out. Like we would have had a conversation about it. I would have asked him like, the
Oh,
logistics of the situation, got more information about it. But at that point, I feel like my mind still would have been that I wouldn't be able to be with him regardless,
wow.
because you don't know how to act around women. You don't have boundaries around other women. And one thing I'm not about to do is be fighting over you and fighting to keep you and all that stuff. Like, yeah, you got the best of me because the situation was just overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I know I can choose somebody that I don't have to deal with this with. So it's just
Exactly.
like people want to make it seem like I'm so desperate and I was so insecure about the best friend. They're just missing the principles of the matter. The matter was he didn't have boundaries, neither did she. And when she saw that I was upset, she wanted to be condescending and thought that I wasn't about to check her, and I did.
Right.
So I don't care. Some people feel like, oh, you shouldn't have had no energy for her. But no, I gave her the energy that she deserved because she knew we were coming on TV and she knew that that was inappropriate before she did that.
She
So that's
knew.
a separate issue outside of the stuff that Clay had going on, because you came in here trying to embarrass me too. Because I would have never done that. I don't know any woman who's going to go and meet their
No,
guy's
no
girlfriend and
woman.
come to him.
Look, no woman would have done that. No,
No
no,
woman would
no
have done that.
respectable, no respectable woman.
No,
Even
exactly.
if it had been a bang bang situation before,
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have just been like, I ain't about to go in here and just get it.
Yeah,
I'm not about to do this like we do at home. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Just come in and just hug your friend and just say, hey y'all, what's going on? And
Check
when
the temperature with me first. I'm the fucking girlfriend. So why wouldn't you just
yeah,
see how I feel? Vibe me out. Come in without your guns blazing. Because to me, it seemed like she came in to try to prove a point about like who she is in his life. Yeah, and then she called me barbaric, and I'm just like, oh, so I'm barbaric
Candace
because I
said she was windmilling for you, Tati. She said I was
thank you for
windmilling.
windmilling for me. Thank you for windmilling, because I just felt like that's why I don't regret anything too. And I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy that I actually did go off on her the way that I did, because for you to try to call me a bad mom and you're a whole P-star, like,
Yeah,
and then try to come for me because you don't like that I was going to check you. She thought she was going to come in there, act cute, and play in my face, and I was going to be too scared to say something to her, and that's not who I am. So she was surprised, and now that you can't play in my face, now I'm a bad mom. So I
okay.
don't regret nothing. I don't regret nothing that I said to her.
I didn't mean to make you upset.
No, because I'm sorry, but this issue, it
I
does
know
bother
it's,
me
it's
because
it's enough to make you mad.
it is. It's enough to
It's
make me mad,
enough.
and it's so fresh, and seeing other people's opinions and how people really think that I was checking for her. Like at the end of the day, I'm a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. I'm not about to act like she's ugly, but that don't mean that it makes me insecure. I'm a whole
Right.
baddie on my own, and I know that. I
Okay.
could never make me feel insecure about myself. So that's what bothers me about it. And then people try to just make it seem like I should have just ignored her. I could have ignored her if she didn't keep talking, if she didn't keep on trying to speak for him. Then yeah, we could have handled it a different way, and I could have just been like, all right, she's not here to try to step on my toes, and we could have defused the situation and still talked about everything. But that's just not the way that it went.
Oh God, Tati. Okay. Look, they asked, did he call you after you left, or does he still call?
We have talked after the show, but we don't talk. He's blocked on everything.
Okay. Well, let me get to this. Okay. So the next day, Tati, I'm gonna tell you something, girl. This is what I said. I don't know if I said it in my review. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Girl, I was like, I feel like Tati is giving Virgo energy because that she is me and I am her. Don't talk to
Yeah.
me, but talk to me. Don't
Mhm.
look at me, but tell me I'm beautiful. Because
Mhm.
you were playing chess, you was like, I don't want to
Yeah.
do that, but show me
Mhm.
how to do this. I was
Yeah. Mhm. Can you give me a drink?
like,
Thank
girl,
you.
I'm sorry. I done passed. I'm sorry. I overpassed the best part. Girl, when they showed you spell F-U out in them roses, I was
Oh.
like, Tati's. I said, this I love Tati. Like she is. Yes.
Yeah, because he really tried to play with me. Like that was just getting up and seeing them flowers made me so mad because I'm just like, this is just a symbol of the BS. Like, no,
I
forget these
know.
flowers. Like,
I
mm-mm.
know it. I
And
know
since he
it.
wanted to make a fool out of me in front of the whole house, like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a grand gesture as well. Okay.
Right. Well, I thought that was fantastic. I thought the roses were perfect. I thought the way you spelled it out was perfect. And nothing was more perfect. I got the perfect shot when he walked up and he was standing there looking at that. I bet he was like, oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I done really messed up. I had really
Yeah.
messed up
Mm-hmm.
because it was a really fu kind of moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It really was.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all had one in there. You talked in the kitchen. He called a friend, and we realized that he doesn't. It might be a little more than a friend, maybe I don't know.
Yeah. It's
But
giving.
then just giving that. But then when you got to the point, like when y'all were playing chess,
Mm-hmm.
and he just when you said I won't be sleeping with you tonight, that was just it. Because
That was good for him. That was the straw that broke
let
the camel's back.
me tell you something. I saw him click. Let me tell you what I saw him click. I'm with you on that. He really liked you. He was going up for you. But the moment that his friend said how she he no when he said I've never seen Tati like that, and I was like something just happened, and he is pulling back, but he's the one that's making a mistake, so he about to put this on Tati. That's how I saw it. But
Mm-hmm.
then when y'all were finished, y'all at the table, and you told me something. I won't be sleeping with you tonight. I was like, that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
He done lost his whole man behind it.
I really think that that's the only reason why he really wanted to go. He tried to make it seem like it was about other stuff. Really, he was mad because I wasn't giving him the same affection that I was giving him before. And it's just like, why would you even think that I would after all of the stuff that you just did? And you just took up for this girl not once but twice, basically, after she made me look stupid. You made me look stupid too. I don't want to just put it on the girl. I'm just saying that. But basically, you just made me look crazy in front of everybody. And you think that I want to sleep next to the enemy? You
Exactly.
are the ops. You are the ops at this point. You do not want the best for me. That's very clear. Like you don't want me to be happy because if you did, you wouldn't have did none of the stuff that you did. And we could have had fun this whole time, whatever. You changed the dynamic of our relationship. You don't get to treat me how you want and then think that everything's sweet the next day. No, it's not.
Yeah, girl, what's the T said? The audacity of him to even think that you would. You know
Exactly.
what I
Like
mean?
why would
Like
you
that is crazy.
why do you think I want to be next to you right now? Like, I don't like because of the show when we're both here, I'm going to have to see you every day. So I was going to be cordial with you or whatever, but it's not going to give what it was giving before.
It's not gonna be that.
It's not going to be giving kisses in the back seat. It's not going to be giving none of that. Like, that's over. You messed that up.
Girl,
You
I
messed
felt
it up.
so bad. And even when you were kissing in the back seat, I was like, can you just whisper in her ear, Tati, I need to talk to you when we get home. Like everything that he did, I was so mad at him because it was like we all knew what was going on
Mhm.
except you and Brittany.
Uh-huh. Oh
It's
yeah,
in that
Kiki didn't know either though. Kiki didn't know.
okay.
Alicia didn't know. Alexis never knew what the actual secret was. She knew it was
Oh
a
yeah,
big
I saw
secret.
that.
She
I saw
didn't know
that.
what the actual secret was. So
Yeah.
the only girls that really knew actually was Brittany and Charlie, I think. Brittany, Charlie, and Jay. Um,
Okay.
yeah, they're the ones who knew because Cinco told Jay, Brittany found out from Charlie, and Charlie found out from Jared. And
Yeah.
pretty much all of the guys knew what the secret was.
Wait, what did you say, Drina? Hold on. Let me see what Drina said. Drina said you were so patient for trying to find him through his.
Exactly. Exactly. I was. And that's why I really appreciate everybody who let me know because I was dreading that this was going to come out because I don't like how I didn't want to be that girl. I didn't want to be that girl screaming and yelling and carrying
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
plan. That was not my energy. I wasn't coming on here for that. Like, but I did the best that I really could. Like, I really did. Considering everything that was going on and being in my shoes, I think a lot of people actually would have reacted a lot worse than I did. And I know for a fact because people have told me they was like, "Girl, we would have been fighting for real. Like, it would have been, we
Yeah,
would have went from OWN TV to Zeus Network." So
yeah.
it's just like you don't know people's temperament. So it's just like,
And you got to go too. Anyway, you feel like you might about to leave. Let's go.
exactly,
Let's walk out.
exactly. Some people would have
Yeah,
dragged her for real. They wouldn't have just cussed her out. They would have been dragging her out. So it's just like, it is what it is. Like, I understand that people don't like that, and I understand the sentiment of, oh yeah, check the man. I get all that. I understand that. If I was with a sensible man, I could have did that. I could have pulled him to the side and been like, hey babe, like that's a little bit too much for me. Like, like I don't like that you did that. But a man who actually really liked you wouldn't even put me in that position in the first place, because he
exactly.
was gassing up the fact that she was a porn star behind my back. So
Exactly.
I feel like he always had an ulterior motive. He always played. He wanted to play in my face. That's it. I was so wishing for Clay would tell when you confronted him at the pool. Yeah. And
That
that's another thing for people. Like, some people, I want to address this too while I'm on the channel. People kept saying like, Tatiana just doesn't ask enough questions for me. She just doesn't ask. Like, you're not pressing into him. But when I do ask him, I
he
cannot force
lied.
him to tell the truth. So it's like, you cannot, I'm not going to be asking you 50 times. I was going to have to wait regardless to when he was ready to tell me. When he finally wanted to let me know, he would have let me know. But I could have asked him 10 times. I asked
Yeah.
him, I basically asked him in the boom boom room when we was doing the massages. That was one opportunity. The pool was another opportunity. So it's just like, how many times do y'all think, I'm supposed to do that? And guess what? If I would have did that, they probably would have been trying to make me seem like I was insecure. Oh, she's so insecure. She's so
Absolutely. Absolutely.
insecure.
Absolutely.
Exactly. The FU was epic. Thank you.
And then the guys were trying to explain to him, like, dude, why are you sitting here with us? You need to be in there talking to her. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Even though she don't want to talk to you. But it was, for me, it was when you looked at him and said, what you said? Did you say he was stupid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
Mhm.
then in the kitchen, I think he felt a little more, let me just kind of pump my chest up with Tati a little bit when you call him the B word. I was like, this should
Yeah.
call him that. I
It
was
just
like,
rolled off the tongue.
at this point, Tati done had it. Like it
Yeah.
just, you gonna get it how it come up. I don't even
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, it just rolled off the tongue. I wasn't trying to just say that to him, but honestly, I just didn't have anything nice to say. And it's hard being with somebody 24/7 when you don't have nothing nice to say. Because it's just like, I just wanted to be kind of, just let me vent and let me cool off. Like, it was just too much.
Let me answer Babs. Yes, Babs, he does have, and he has two kids. We found out he has two. But thank you, Ravine, for bringing this up, because this was the next thing I was going to touch on, the therapy session.
Mhm.
Like, kudos to you for going to the therapy session, because you definitely, like, I think everybody understood that Tati's going to have to do this in her own time. I think
Mhm.
everybody understood that. But when
Mhm.
he mentioned the PTSD, like, I will give him this, and he could be lying. I don't know. But I will say this in his defense a little bit.
Mhm.
I could see how he just gets paralyzed when it's too much going on.
Mhm.
He got his friend over here talking, she's not a good mom, and da 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 da, she's barbaric, blah blah blah, this is not good for you. Then he got you over here, like, he seems like he is 100% into you when he
Mhm.
doesn't want to make you mad, and then both y'all head to head, and then you still mad. You
Mhm.
snatching away from him, and
Mhm.
it was just like he just froze.
Mhm.
Now in the kitchen, when he was talking to his friend, he could have spoken up. I don't think that was a froze situation. But what do you think about the PTSD situation?
I mean, it could be true, but honestly, I don't think that it don't have. He could have still handled himself way better. I feel like it was an excuse. It's like, oh, feel sorry for me, and just trying to find something to make it seem like it wasn't
Yeah,
as bad as it was.
yeah,
But no, if he do, I can tell as well. Like, looking back at the show, I can see definitely how he freezes up. Like, even when we was at the pool, like when I was asking him about like what was y'all talking about, he always has like that freeze moment where he has to, like, I guess, cook up his lies or whatever. But it's I guess it's how he reacts. But I still think he could have did better. He could have did better.
100%. So Danny said, I just joined to say hello. Hello, Danny. Did you all discuss the other dating show he was on TLC and the weight loss commercial? That's new on me. I don't know about that. Did you know
I
about
seen
that?
the weight loss commercial. I didn't know about the show on TLC. But I did also see like the glamour thing that he had with his best friend.
So he's out here. What? The what?
Because he does do like acting and things. So the commercials and stuff like that, that's didn't really like surprise me.
Mm.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
All right. I did not know. I did not know he was doing that.
mm-hmm,
Okay, so then you call him in. You call it, well, he calls you in
mm-hmm.
after you said that you won't be sleeping with him tonight. And now he's like, I'm ready to go. And I was like, are you ready to go because you want to go be with your friend? Because why would you be ready to go if you've been riding for Tati like this and don't you just want to make this right?
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
And that's why I feel like it was fake. Like I thought he really liked me, but I'm like, I don't think he did for real because
Mm.
it's just like any sensible person, literally every person in that house had told him the common sense thing. Hey, you just did a lot. Give her some time.
Yes.
And I just felt like it was a control thing, in my personal opinion. I feel like he wanted to control how I was acting. He didn't like that I wasn't all up on him. He didn't like because I don't know, maybe he felt alone, more alone in the house because, like I told you earlier, our normal dynamic is for us to be together.
Right.
And everybody is still, even though they didn't help me in the situation, they looking at him like he crazy. Because it's like, why are you doing all this? You know?
Yeah, because I was mad every
Everybody's
time you
tired of
got
his
on his
mess.
lap. I was mad every time you kissed him. I was mad every time. I was like, oh my God, this is just too much. Like, you got to tell this girl because this is crazy.
And that same night was the same night that everybody was kind of understanding that, like, maybe he's like has like an attention seeking thing, and people were basically like on my side, and they just like, nah, like I'm not giving no more energy to that. Like he could go and take that somewhere else. Like everybody was basically just being real with him. I wish they would have showed more of like the house interactions besides just us as couples, because it would make a lot of stuff make sense. But I
Yeah.
feel like it was that combined with me not being all up in his face. I feel like he started to feel embarrassed by how he acted, and
Mhm.
he saw how everybody was like taking my side and stuff like that, and he felt uncomfortable in that situation. He wanted to leave. I don't think it's just because of the situation. I think he just felt uncomfortable being there. He's like, all right, I done messed up. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. She don't want to talk to me, and he didn't want to put up with the consequences of his actions. So he felt like it was just easier to go.
Girl, he went in there and packed that little backpack, that little duffel bag up so fast. I
He
was
didn't
like,
bring no clothes for real. Y'all seen how he was dressed, so it's just like it was easy for him. Throw a few things in the bag and on his way.
because I was sitting there like, Tati don't want to go. Like, this ain't what she want to do. She want to just, her and her mama talked about it. They just gonna chill out and have a good time.
Yeah, like I was gonna be good. Like we could have ended up being cordial by the end, but like because it's like I'm gonna get past this. I know that this is not my end all be all. Like at the end of the day, so it's just like I could have been cordial with him. He just needs to give me some time. Literally, I only have 48 hours, really less than 48 hours. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still embarrassed. Like all of this still is so embarrassing. And everybody's been watching us basically be together every single day, and everybody thought we were just so cute and romantic, and then basically seeing, well, that ain't nothing because look at how he treat the best friend. That's so embarrassing. That was hella embarrassing.
Because I was like, if she felt like this about this vegan situation,
Mm,
she gonna lose her mind about this baby.
right.
But that was just horrible. It was just, I hate that happened to you on the show. I really hate it, but I will say this. I feel like y'all see, well, we only have two to choose from, but if
Mm.
I had to choose your season, because this season is fantastic.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad
So
you guys are enjoying it.
let me ask you a little bit of, we got that. Oh, I saw that his mother had said something to
Yeah.
you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clay's mother?
Yep.
Tell
And
us
then
what his mama said, girl.
she was on my side. She said if it was her, to paraphrase, basically, she said it would have been hands first and questions never, because she said it was very disrespectful. She came in there, she did way too much. She had no regard for my feelings, as well as neither did he.
Nope.
And she was showing out, and basically she said if it was her, she would have been just as mad, and probably would have took it further. So I'm glad that she checked her son, because your son out here acting crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is out here in a mess. Clay is something else.
He's a character for sure.
But he just, and then it's those looks on his face, like that look with his mouth hanging open. I can't,
Right.
that girl. That right there, I would, oh, I get so
Scratching
mad.
his head.
Oh, girl, in my review, Tati, you got to go look at the girl. I got him just like this. Or either he
Exactly.
I was like, he's stuck on stupid right here trying to figure out what's really going on. Like,
Right.
I was like, Clay. And then every time you would say something and he go in the confessional, I just, and I noticed in the post that you made, that's his MO. I just don't know how to say it. I don't have the right words to say it
Because
right now.
that's what he told the other girl.
That's what he told the other girl. I was like, he just told Tati this on national television.
And that's why I feel like, you know what? That's just how he moves. That's how he operates. Like, I feel like he just gets women, he gasses them up, he tells them what they want to hear, love bomb them, and then like when stuff goes wrong, he's on to the next.
Yeah, he just runs.
He's on to the next.
Oh, child. So, well, let me ask you about this about the cast. I know you said you liked Alicia. She was my least favorite person on the whole show. I mean, and I know it's edits. I get it. And she probably is a lovely person. But her edits were not good. They were good. She I like, what was it, Gavin? Was it Gavin?
Yeah.
Irvin?
Irvin. Yeah, Irvin.
I like Irvin.
Yeah.
And Irvin was really into Alicia.
Yeah, he was. He really was. I thought he was gonna propose to her that day at the body painting. I thought he was gonna propose to her because his speech was so heartfelt. I almost started crying. I was like, oh,
really?
Really likes her. Yeah, I could tell that Irvin really liked her for sure.
I could tell that too when she walked in because she is so beautiful. She was so beautiful. And then I understood she had things she was working through, but I just really felt like Alicia was doing too much. I was like, because even when she got to the date that he had, once she just kind of let her guards down, she had a good time. Like they were meeting for the first time. Like, don't go in here talking about don't touch me. Girl, you've been talking to this man on this internet. You could at least hug him.
For me, whenever I talk to Alicia about it, our conversations always were just like, because she would ask sometimes, like, be honest, like, what does it look like? But for me, I feel like as a woman, every woman is so different, like, and everybody reacts to things so differently. Everybody has different tolerances, and some people are just harder to crack, like, and it's going to take more energy for you to, make her feel safe enough to do that. And I just supported her in whatever she wanted to do because I think that being a little bit more reserved is better than what happened to me, where you're wide open and you're trying to make this experience, like trying to really live in this experience, and then you end up getting hurt because it's just like you find out whatever, because it's a short amount of time. So however, whoever wanted to move, I was okay with it. It's just like, if he really like you, then y'all will continue after this show, even if you never do nothing with him on this show.
Yeah,
if you really like you, he'll be patient.
I mean, yeah, I got that he really liked her, and I know the people in the comments, like, they hated how he talked to her. He did talk to her pretty rough. He did, but I let me tell you why I say I understand it, because I saw both sides in this. When he asked her to go do yoga that next morning, she was like, I'm not getting up to do that. And then she was out there doing yoga with Brandon. I was like, well, that's why he's so mad, because he asked you to do something, but you went and did it with another man. Like, you can see that. I get it. So he was pissed. And I don't think he ever bounced back from that. And then with her, kind of pushing away, I could see them not working it out. But he was horrible to her that day that they left. That conversation, he didn't have to do all that, talking about another girl. Like, you didn't even have to do all that. Alicia was already out of the door.
Basically. I think it was just a very strange day. Like, it was very strange how everything happened, because like I said, for me, in my point of view, I didn't really get to see that much of them interacting outside of like the group activities and stuff like that. So I knew that they was having problems, but I didn't think it was nothing that they couldn't have worked through, or I didn't foresee them going home like so quick like that, for sure. But I don't know. It was crazy. The whole ex thing, that was wild, but I don't know. I love them both.
I know you can't tell us about Kiki and Brandon. I know you can't. I know you could not.
Yeah.
But okay. Kiki is still in love with her boyfriend. She was talking with her boyfriend when she started talking with Brandon. This we all know. She said it. Why do you ever see her being? Did you ever see her being like outside of cameras? Like she was into Brandon? Like,
I definitely felt like she was into Brandon. Like I felt like she was into Brandon the whole time. Like
okay,
I think that that's why they were having so many problems and being so emotional because they really were trying to make it work. Like I got the impression that never once in my head when I was actually there was I like, oh, Kiki don't like Brandon. I
okay,
never
okay.
thought that.
But the what we see, she's not very affectionate with him. I think the most I've seen her is on this last episode when she was laying on him on the couch with her thumb in her mouth.
Hey, that's my girl. Love Kiki.
Okay, okay, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Charlie and Jared. So we see. Okay, you and Clay are the second couple to leave, right?
Right.
They're going to be the third to leave. If anybody leaves, they're next
Who?
because Charlie and Jared. Because I guess Jared, I guess after this last episode, when Charlie said, I wouldn't be leaving my family, I wouldn't be going through this without if it wasn't for this man. And he is something that just went off of him like, I gotta let her know. And it was so hurtful in that preview when she said, so you were just gonna lead me on? They've gone to the boom boom room, they've had the bang bang, and that's all he
These
was there for.
men.
He's
These
horrible.
these men. These men. These men.
Ty and Brittany. Ty is a lot. And Brittany is
Very
not
big
enough. Brittany
energy.
is not enough. Brittany is not enough, and Ty is a lot. And the reason I say Brittany is not enough is because it seems like as much as Ty gets on my nerves and on her nerves, like she just won't open up just a little bit, just a little bit. Like she did give him a kiss at his place. She did do that. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
But I don't think she sees it for him.
I think Brittany is just kind of like Alicia. Like it
Okay.
just takes time. And Brittany is older. She's 40. So I feel like she just is trying to really she's not in a rush. And I think that's okay. I
Yeah.
think that's okay.
Ty is aggravating though. Um,
He's very big energy for sure.
Jay and Cinco. If Jay and Cinco end up at the end of this show not together, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause they was always my couple. And I'm with Jay. Jay was like,
I love
I
seeing.
don't need me going any further till I figure out what this is really going on.
Mhm.
Cause if I don't get to this booper room,
Hey, I love that for her.
oh my
Let
lord.
me see what's really going on with it.
I like them.
Yeah.
They're fun. They seem like a couple. You know what I mean?
They were really, yeah. I like them as a couple as well.
Yeah, they seem like they were brought in to for you all to just kind of talk to or something. I thought they was really good. But I hate you had to leave, Tati. I enjoyed seeing you on the show. I don't know if they're gonna do any like flashbacks or whatever, and we see you. Are y'all having a reunion?
We're not allowed to talk about anything like about the show like that, but
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Did they? Hey, Braylon, did they? Braylon isn't here. Braylon, did they have a reunion last season? I don't remember a reunion. I don't remember that. Because last season, I saw Braylon said something about Millie. Millie was, I love Millie. Her first of all, she and I have the same name,
Oh,
and
really?
when I watched that season, I was like, this is so good. Like the never ever met. Like how are people just online and not seeing each other?
It can happen. It really can.
Because Millie and her man were like 35 miles apart.
Right. I would have to go and see him if that was
I
the
would
case.
have to walk over there.
Exactly. Let me see what's going on up there over here.
I'm gonna meet you at the park, baby. What's going on? We can meet at the park.
LA is big, but it's not that big. Okay,
Yeah,
we can make
it's
some work.
yeah, yes, honey. It's not that big. But
Mhm.
do you all have any more questions for Tati? Tati, this has been exceptional. Before I go, I have to say this. Let me type it in the chat. Hold on,
Okay.
right quick. Is this a new single?
Oh, yes. So basically, I put out a project. It's a music project called Damsel That Collects, and it's 7 songs. And I have like Exposed. That's a single. I have a Just Dance single. So I'm just releasing my music and art that goes along with it. So I hope that you guys will, follow me everywhere. If you want to listen to my music, you can also find it everywhere under Melody Rain, MELODYREYNE. And yeah, I'm gonna be releasing visuals and just working on my art now, and then hopefully seeing you guys on TV again.
I hope so. Y'all go, but and it's in your single exposed. Oh, I spelled it wrong. My bad. EXPOS. My bad. Let me take this down. This is insane.
Yes, it's a really good show. Honestly, I would watch it even if I wasn't on it. I would have been like, "Oh, what's going on?" It's
Yeah,
always
I
something.
love it. Cause actually, Married at First Sight. Oh my god. The Never Ever Met. When I first saw it, it started out being like my guilty pleasure. Like I
Okay.
don't talk about everything that I watch,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
But when I can't remember what happened that first season. It was in the second episode, I think. And I said, well, let me go on back because I got to review this. I said, because nobody's talking about this show.
Mm-hmm.
And this show needs to be talked about because
Yes. And thank you for doing that. I
absolutely,
really
you're welcome.
appreciate the bloggers. Like I love YouTube bloggers. Like I love how y'all just keep, everything out and talking about what's going on, especially with the black shows, because I just feel like we deserve so much more. Like so
Yeah,
much more visibility. Our shows are really good. Our entertainment is really good. So
yes,
I really respect the craft, and that's why I like coming on to channels and stuff like that. If people ask me to come on channels, I'm open to doing it because
yeah.
you guys are doing really good work.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I thought you were fantastic on this show this season. I
Thank you.
thought your story is great. I thought you had some great moments.
Thank you.
You were very vulnerable, and we fell in love with that from you. And I'm telling you, like, when everybody was in on this secret, but you, like, we was all upset. We
Yeah.
were just mad at him, and I was like, how could he do Tati like that? That
Yes.
is crazy.
You guys really opened my eyes too, because sometimes when you watch the show back with other people, you catch stuff that you didn't even think about, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, that was really messed up. I'm like, why didn't nobody tell me? Like, I was,
Right?
yeah, we're strangers, but at the same time, I was really cool with pretty much everybody in the house. Now, I didn't talk to a lot of the guys all that much, but at least the women. But whenever I was around everybody, I was always pleasant. Like, I
Mhm.
don't understand why people didn't feel the need to say anything, but it played out how it
Yeah.
played out, and I guess it made good TV. So
And I know why Charlie didn't say anything, and I know why what's happened to her is about to happen to her because for her to get in her confessional and say that it made her laugh, like she was like that S was funny, and I was like, okay, okay, yours about to be funny too next week. I can't wait to do this review. I
man,
can't wait. In
Emily's coming
fact, I
for you.
might get Tati on here, me and her review the whole show together,
Yeah.
and then we'll really have something to talk about. Because girl, I was so outdone with her. I was like, Charlie, you have an embryo at home.
An embryo is correct. Embryo is
You
correct.
have an embryo at home that you call your mama to check on, and you around here with this man. You have shocked him with these octomom kids that you around here with, and he is at that moment. Jared was like, "I'm chilling. This is like Freaknik 2025. I'm chilling. This is all it's gonna be."
Jared is very interesting. That's all
He
that
is.
I would say.
Mhm.
He's a very interesting man.
I would like to talk to Jared, but it's like I don't I don't do good when I know you lying to me. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he would be lying to me the whole time. I would just be angry in the interview, just like just trying to keep it together. Because I feel like he'll be talking to me in circles.
Man. Yeah, I actually didn't really talk to Jared all that much in the house. I feel like he's one of the guys that I had the least interactions with the whole time.
Hmm.
So I didn't really get to know much about him until like seeing him back on the show and seeing like what his personality was like and all that.
Let's talk about this. Charlie pumping breast milk filled with alcohol.
Oh my gosh. I do have to go. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Sarah.
okay. I know you're on a tour. I get it. I got it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being here
you
with
so
us.
much, you guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Please
We
check
really
out my
appreciate it.
music and hopefully follow me everywhere else. And I hope to see y'all, like I said again, on TV. That would be great. I would love to do
Yes.
another show and hopefully find love for real so y'all can really root for me this time.
We'll talk later. Have a good
Okay.
one.
All right, bye, you guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
Tati. Thank you for being here. That was so awesome. You had a really good question, girl. Pumping breast milk with alcohol. That's wild. That's wild behavior. Jerry is a real one. And he about to be real crazy. He about to be real crazy this week. You know, sure, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, girl. She said I wouldn't be able to have I mean, I could do it. I could talk to anybody. I could do it. Oh, my glasses look crooked. I could do it, but I would just know in the back of my mind he is just not telling the truth. I would just know that. But that was a really good conversation. She is doing interviews with a lot of other people, so I'm so glad she carved out some time for us. Real quick, I let me see if I can get this up here real quick, y'all. Just give me like 2 minutes. Let me find what I'm looking for. Give me 2 minutes. And then while we got 2 minutes, this is what I want y'all to talk about. I'm gonna put this up here, so talk amongst yourselves. Because look, child, Chris Brown is out of jail. He didn't got the bail. And I want to know is he gonna be able to make his shows? Is he gonna be able to make the shows? And they, like, what are y'all feeling about this? Oh no, I haven't even done that part yet. He is out. He is out. He is out. Now, what does that mean? Does he still have to stay there until June? Thank you, Candy. Pepper, I have not. Let me say this. Y'all know this is graduation week, and let me tell you, yesterday, I felt like I made 3 videos yesterday, but I felt like I had missed y'all all day yesterday, right? Because I made the 3 videos. I had to get up. I had to drive to Shreveport to go pick my mother up. When I got home, I had to come in the house, change clothes, put on some makeup, and go to Lillian's choir banquet. So I didn't get home till like 8:30 last night. So when I got home, I was trying to. Why is this crazy? I was trying to look at Diddy stuff, and I knew the show had come on. So we're going to get caught in the act later on. Thank you all for about the interview. It was a very good interview. I thought so too. I love Tati. She's so sweet, so relatable. Judy said that he has to stay in the UK until his trial. Ooh, Chris, baby boo. Let me see if I can. Y'all, it's something I got to show y'all. Hold on. So you know the Diddy trial is going on, right? Of course you know that. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. I got that. Just give me 2 minutes. Y'all, we got to go through this real quick. Cause you ain't gonna believe this. This is coming from Hollywood Unlocked. Honey, Diddy is on some more stuff. This trial is insane in the membrane. And I hope I'm getting the right stuff because let me just go to 6. Shoot. No, I got to go to 4. Y'all give me 1 second. And the reason I don't have this up is because I saw this right before I had gone live. So I had got what I could get, and let's see if we can get into it. Okay, here we go. I hope I got it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me take this down. Let me take Chris down. Okay, Chris is going. We know about Chris. He's going to be there until his trial, but he is out on bail. So thank you. That works. Thank you, Chris. I know you feel better today than you did yesterday. So I'm happy for him in that aspect. Child, look at this. Hold on. Oh my God. I hope I got the right one. Hold on. Oh. Okay. So, child, today, feds released pics of baby oil, drugs, heels, toys, and more from his Miami mansion. Y'all, get into this. Are you ready? Oh my God. I hope that is it coming up. Y'all look. Y'all, they found y'all remember during COVID when y'all would go in the grocery store to get some Clorox wipes or some or Walgreens to get some masks or some antibacterial, some hand sanitizer, and it was just bare. Can you imagine going to Walgreens and can't get no baby oil? I mean, who needs it? Who needs that much baby oil? Like that is. Hold on. I'm not done. I got more. I got more. I have more. Hold on. I'm trying to find where I need to take it down. Hold on, y'all, because I got too much going on this internet right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? I got something else. Was that two? Y'all, baskets, baskets of baby oil, baskets. Look at the Astroglide. Look, y'all, all the ones with the purple tops. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This probably is an old. This probably a expired Astroglide because it's a black top. Wait a minute, eight, eight. Has anybody in here ever used Astroglide? And if you have, do you need 8 bottles? Hold on, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, let me take this down. Hold on, just hold what you got, y'all. Let me keep going. It's I don't even know what to do. Let me see, that's four. Look at this. Hold on 1 second. That was my baby, y'all. That was my baby. Oh my God. Y'all. Cause Shawanza, I ain't wanna everybody might want to tell us if you use an Astroglide or not. But I mean, I don't have no Astroglide in my house. I have does baby oil expire? I have one bottle. And you know how baby oil is when it get on the outside, it take off the label. And it's the green top one. So it's not even Johnson Johnson. It's like great value. Y'all look at all these shoes. They found y'all, look at this. Heels, y'all. But hold on. Hold on, child. Let me find number 6. I gotta take this one down. Let me get the last one. Cause it's so many. Go to the neighborhood top. Come on, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Why is it doing that? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I know I didn't get that twice. Hold on. Cause that's too much. Y'all, the Astroglide, 8 bottles? Like, shouldn't 8 bottles last you a minute? How much do you need, Jesus? Let me see if this right. Child, look. they had showed the picture of the bathroom. It was so much stuff up here. It's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss that part? Hold on, I missed the part. Hold on. Y'all look at this. Look back there on the wall. Yeah, you look at this. Not towels on the wall. Not a dog did it. Y'all be straight taking me out. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me take this down. Let me go find something else. Let me get back to something else. Let me remove this. Because it was another one. Let me see if I still got it up here. Shawanda said, Shawanda. Okay. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong because I don't know either Shawanda. I think Astroglide is like baby oil, right? But I think it's a more watery, slicker. Is it more watery and more slick? I don't know. But it has this, it does the same job. Yeah, it's a lubricant, but it's not like a baby oil consistency. I don't think it's a little something different. Hold on, child. Hold on. Let me see. Ooh, Diddy ought to be ashamed of himself. I think this is it right here. This just the shoes. I think this just the shoes. No, that's it. Mm-mm, that's not it. Let me remove this. Yeah. Oh, Chrissy says she had to oil up every 5 minutes. Like that. That sounds hurtful. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like it hurts. Oh, it was one more that I took down a few minutes ago. I don't even think I showed it. Hold on. Mm, I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it is it. Look over in the back basket. Look over in the basket. You see where the baby oil in and that little yellow and that green begins. Child, them toys. One is in the shape of a rubber ducky. I can't. Yo, look at all this right here. Now this is a different set of extra glide. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that women 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. It's 11 baby oils in this basket alone. Oh, shoot, what that say? Hold on. Oh, not brown sugar babe up here. Child, I cannot. I cannot. Y'all crazy. Hold on. This is too much. This is just too much. Jesus. Teddy, Teddy, one man sees a rubber ducky and said that doesn't. Oh my God. Y'all, this is crazy behavior. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. What did I put up there? Let me see if I got this one in here. Let me see if this is it. Okay, this is it. This is the one I was looking for. Now look in the boxes. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm just gonna move the arrow so you can see what I see. Like, hold on, let me look at the picture on the phone. Oh God. Oh child, they had. Oh, I didn't get this one up here for you. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. So, okay, what this is right here, this is binding rope right here. This is a ring to go around his member. Okay. This is a photo of a woman and a man in some kind of contraption. Y'all, wait a minute. Look at this right here. I didn't get this one up here for y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all, they got. Hold on, let me take this down. Y'all, drawers full of items, shoes, toys, lubricants, tie ups. And then y'all know how you go to the beauty supply store and you see all the fishnet body stockings. Baby, they got so many fishnet body stockings. I ain't know. I'll just show this one right here. Fishnet body stocking. Child, Diddy come with a case. It say Diddy. Diddy coming there with his own case. Maybe it wasn't for him, Ravine. Maybe that's for the other people he's standing and look at. Oh, oh God. I don't even know what's going on in the court. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get ready to go in a minute, but hold on, y'all. We gotta talk about these hot topics before I leave though. Yes, honey, that's a rope. That was rope, Ravine. Yes, that's exactly what that is. He says that rope. Oh, okay. The setup takes 3 days. No wonder the sessions are so long. That is crazy. Okay, let's get into the hot topics real quick, y'all. This been a good day. I still don't feel like I'm at my best because I feel like I'm thrown off because I got a lot going on. But let's get into these topics. Hold on, what's this? Child, Apollo Nida. Apollo and Shireen are back into it. Not in middle school, Shawanza. Shawanza said this worse than the movie Deep Throat, and I was in middle school. Wait a minute, let's come on, y'all. Wait a minute, let's get on here. Queen Shireen. So Shireen said that. So is Shireen and Apollo still living in the same place? Yes, yes, Notarsha. What she said? What are those? What are the shoes and body stockings for role play? Yes, because he had some red ones in here, some red high ones, because that's what Cassie had on when she met one of the workers. So yes, they role play a lot. Remember when they said that they tried to do something like they tried to do some kind of scene and it didn't work, so Puffy told them to stop because they couldn't do it. Ooh, freak out! He got a freak out case. But look, who this woman that Apollo? Girl, y'all ain't gonna let me make it. Who is this woman that Apollo around here talking in the house? Shireen pissed because he didn't bought a woman in the house, right? And then she said this is on Saturday. So Apollo, I don't know if he was drinking something later on when she saw it. SpongeBob and Patrick are still under the sea, Taddy. Really? So, child, Apollo went into just pleading his case to Shireen, right? He said, well, I didn't get that picture. He said, I never brought a woman to our house and I've never put nobody in the bed. That's what he said. And she put on here on Friday. Now, I don't have all of them. We're going to talk about them. But here's another one. So just let's get through them. Then he goes, "Well, I'm not dealing with any woman. Number one woman, not I'm not dealing with any woman. Number one, number two, I really want my family back. I don't want to be out here dealing with all these random people. So you ain't dealing with no woman, but you're dealing with random people. None of my actions were cool. My actions were not who I am as a person." Then she wrote under there, "Your action is what reveal who you are as a person, stupid." Then she said, "Meanwhile, he was doing this. I neglected you. I did, and I'm so sorry. I love you. I want us to work on our relationship and get back married and vow to never hurt one another. I need you and my family back. The need is better than the want." Then she said, "He doesn't love, he feeds on attention, admiration, and easy access." He said, "I really do love and miss you so much. Just want to tell you that I love you and I really can't see my life without you. It's very difficult to erase the past, but one can write the future. Again, I'm sorry that I hurt you." Damn, lady. I love you, Shireen. I love you with the heart. Where are you at currently? I miss and love you. I do. Child, he just went on, and then this, what I got up here. Women, he said, "I want to tell you that I love you and I appreciate you supporting me when I was in prison, come to visit me, taking my phone calls, taking the time out of your life, dedicating yourself to me. I really appreciate that and thank you so much. I love you for that." Why did you not understand that in the beginning, Apollo, when she did all of this? When you were locked up and this woman was doing this for you, visiting you, taking your calls, taking the time out of her free life to dedicate to you, and then you treat her like that, put your hands on her, and now after she done left, you realize you ain't got nobody, and people kind of know you, and probably not really gonna talk to you. Now you want your wife back. Exactly. Ugh. Then this part that I got up here, y'all. Oh, what do you think about us moving into Miller Reed? Shireen said, "We're not together. If you want to rent MR for $5,500, I'll rent it to you. I will be leaving Thursday to check out places out of town." So evidently, Miller Reed is the street they lived on, and he wants to move back into that house. And then he talking about planning on getting that place. If you just say the word and give me an opportunity, I can make it right and make you love me again. You can't make me do nothing. But this part that's up here, which y'all talking about all the bad language, I don't give a blank about a woman, man. All I care about is my MF and paycheck and getting out of MF and debt, paying MF and money back, and F and getting something taken care of my family. I don't care about no woman. Ladies, stop giving your bodies to dusty boys. So he mad because she won't give in to what he talking about? That's right, Gail. Why so much cursing? Ooh, child. Martell, Ralph, and Apollo. You want to put those three together? Oh, Dark and Lovely. Those are three worst. Three worst. The first two just. Oh my god. Oh. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about this Potomac stuff real quick. I keep. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's so much going on. I cannot wait until. I cannot wait. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Why is that noise? Oh no. Why was that so loud? I'm sorry. So, she, um, oh, wait a minute. Hmm. So here's an update for Potomac. I think I told y'all this before. I think I have. You know, they got the three girls. They got the Tia, Angel, and Keisha. And we don't know if Keisha is a full housewife yet. Let me take this down. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't know if Keisha is a full housewife yet. But she had been filming with Kay. That's Kay's friend. But then I just got sent this other lady, Mary Barth. Wise friend, sister, grateful wife, confide, connector, human souls. Mary Barth, honey. And Mary looked like she is a. They were looking for her. They were looking. Potomac was looking for this lady for about 2 seasons. And they say she's real Potomac, but they keep picking women from Baltimore. I don't know how this season is going to go. And from my understanding, the way I got it, this is how I got it, y'all. Hold on, let me tell you how I got it. So they felt like Ashley would be gone. This is all with contentions that Karen had never gone to prison. Ashley would be gone. Maybe, allegedly, Giselle would have been knocked down to friend of. And of course, Mia would be gone, but Mia's gone anyway. But because Karen is still there, because Karen is in prison, they kept Ashley and they brought in like two other solid ones, and one of them may be somebody that is going to be a friend of. So I don't know. We don't know. But that's what the word is on the curb about the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I don't know if I'm ready for them. I don't even know if I'm ready for Potomac. Y'all ready for Potomac? Oh no, they're not bringing Sharice back. Sharice is not coming back. They're not bringing Sharice back. Okay, let me see what else I got. Did y'all see the guys that? Oh my God! Did y'all see the guys? Did y'all see these guys? Did y'all see the guys that allegedly are the people that were the workers with Diddy and them? Yeah, these could be just people you see in the grocery store. What you say, Miss Kirby? She said no Real Housewife of Potomac until Karen comes home. I hear you. Oh, wait a minute. What she say, girl? I hadn't caught that. Well, let me wait a minute. Okay, this one did come from Craigslist. This one right here did. These people don't look real. They said this is the guy. Is this Jules? I don't know who that is. The Jules guy is the one that was in the room when Cassie and Diddy had that situation in the Intercontinental Hotel. This is ridiculous. But y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about Atlanta before I go. Yeah, they look decent for them to be escorts, but Lord, what they escorting with? That's the problem. Y'all, Drew. I don't know what to say about Drew. I listened to some more of this. Hold on. What? Yeah, Rod Wave was reportedly arrested in Atlanta yesterday and is now facing 13 felony charges, including aggravated assault, firearm possession during a felony, pointing a firearm at someone, and more. What? What is wrong with people? Oh my God. Hold on. That is not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead to this Drew thing. Tisa is out here doing the Lord's work. Hold on. Listen to Drew.
Thought marriage was forever. I would never say, oh, she's not a good person or minimize or, extreme our friendship. It was just the intimidation that I felt Ralph felt. Which I'm not going to say, I can't speak for him, but I just feel like it was an intimidation there. And I feel like he was looking and grabbing onto straws of the reason why he could depart this marriage. And for what I endured, listen, my parents were married for 60 years until my father.
Wait.
room. I was speaking with the divorce attorney. Or box would have came and showed me some attention, I would have given.
Okay, listen to this.
Well, you and Ty are in a lesbian relationship.
Get into it.
Okay. Is that true? Well, what I can say is at the time when all of this came out, right? Because to be honest, I'm tired of hearing about it. It's like a year old of information. It just wasn't the right time to talk about it, honestly. I think now today, I sit here and I say, like, what I went through with Ralph over the 10 years of marriage, no one got to really see that pain and really see every detail of what he did to me. And I can promise you this, if a cardboard box would have came and showed me some attention, I would have given it, right? Ty was someone at that time that gave me attention that I wasn't getting from my husband. And I said it on the show. She was a really great friend to me that, like, as simple as put, laughed at my jokes, understood me, listened to me. And so to have someone as your husband that's supposed to be your best friend that you feel like you can talk to and tell anything to, I didn't have that. Before I ever met Ty, there was so much that happened that at that point, Ralph had moved out of the bedroom. I was speaking with the divorce attorney. He was asking for a divorce. We were in conversations of a separation. And yeah, Ty was there and a great friend. Flirting? Yeah. But like at the end of the day, we both have said it was a great friendship. And I'll still say to this day, we're friends. We're not enemies. But relationships come and go. Friendships come and go. And it wasn't what he was making out to be as far as he wanted this divorce. I was fed up. There was infidelity. There was pain. There was hurt. And I feel like he waited for a reason. He waited for a reason. And I feel like that friendship was that reason he hung on to and he's still hanging on to, because I had an open conversation with him about Ty being a friend. He felt like it was inappropriate, so we didn't talk anymore. You know, I thought we were in a position to reconcile. And again, I've been met with him wanting an open relationship, him wanting to have other women. He's not still been honest. I was waiting when Portia and Shamia asked, have you ever cheated on Drew? I was waiting for him to be honest. And he got choked up. And he just threw out no. And I'm like, okay, if we can see it, we can see that he wasn't being honest. But
okay, let me say this. So she goes on to talk, right? And she's talking about her mom and her dad being married for so long that that's all she ever knew. So she only knew, being in your marriage. Now she's clearly just sat here and told us that he is the one that was throwing the divorce word out. She was going to see a lawyer, but she said that even with all of the, I'm gonna let her tell you because I don't want to do it. I need to say right the right way.
Because until he wanted the divorce. I only want to push you as far as you want because I'm going to say this, and I'm not labeling you.
Okay, the reason Carlos had to reiterate his question is because Drew just ran full circles around him when he asked her a question, a yes or no question, and she went around the mulberry bush about this Ty situation. Now, the way Ty talked about it on Basketball Wives is not as emotional as this, right? So Carlos had to re-ask her, I'm not trying to out you. I'm not trying to do this. He said that Ty was attractive and all that kind of stuff. She agreed and all of that. But he had to ask his question over because she running circles around it.
I want to respect the boundaries when it comes to this topic. And you have my permission to tell me to move on. And I respect it because at the end of the day, again, I'm not labeling you. But what I will say is, as an openly gay man, I am not comfortable ever trying to...
Hold on, let me get past that.
What do you have to say to that? Were you and Ty ever intimate, kiss? Flirting? Yes. Okay. A lot of flirting. Okay. I'm not going to say that there wasn't flirting. There was a lot of conversation. There was a lot of group hangouts. And for me, there were just certain things that I wasn't comfortable with, and not judging anybody for their sexual orientation. I just love my husband, and so there were certain levels. Now I can't help if, Ty felt differently or how she felt. I can't speak for her, but for me, I appreciated the friendship. I appreciated the conversation. I appreciated the fun. I appreciated, the distraction from what I was going through. And so much so, she was around. We hung out publicly. So I wasn't worried about people seeing us but I didn't know it was going to get to this extent to where he would say the reason why he wanted to divorce was because of Ty, because that wasn't actually true. I'm going to be honest with you. When he said that was the reason, I'm going to be honest with you. When Ralph said the reason why we're divorcing is because of Ty, I felt that Ralph wanted to find a reason to bring up Ty. And it goes back to what I saw a few episodes ago. I just felt my friend Mimi Faust. Yeah. And let's not pretend. Yeah. Oh my God, no shade. Yeah. Hold on. Which I'm not going to say, I can't speak for him, but I just feel like it was an intimidation there. And I feel like he was looking and grabbing on the straws of the reason why he could depart this marriage. And for what I endured, listen, my parents were married for 60 years until my father passed away. So I grew up desiring marriage, wanting marriage, thought marriage was forever because I didn't know anything different. So the times that he asked for a divorce or I found out he was with other women, I didn't ever consider divorce. I didn't.
Yeah. Let me take this down. Did y'all hear that? Drew never considered leaving him. I agree, Chwanza. I agree she's a fibber. But for her to say out loud that she never, like she said, she never thought about leaving him. But then you go and see lawyers and you separate and he says divorce. And her situation with Ty, is that just her trying to be out and pretend like something's going on? So maybe it makes him jealous. And now he's using the Ty situation as a foundation to divorce her. Because why? You're a man. I don't know. This is horrible. Teddy, all of that talking. And I really thought about it. I was like, I wouldn't mind interviewing Drew. But after I listened to this, I was like, no, I can't talk to Drew. I can't talk to her. Like, I think I can talk to anybody, but I think Drew is not at a place where she wants to tell the truth. Carlos asked her one question about her and Ty. She talked for 7 minutes. He had to come back and reiterate the question, and she still did not answer it. Other than that, Ty's a friend. I would have taken the attention from a brown paper bag. She laughed at my jokes. She was there. I don't know how she feels, but I love my husband, so I stopped. Oh, it's crazy. Mimi said, child, I heard what Ty said. Hold on, let me see what Ty said. Let's listen to Ty. Oh, y'all, I know I gotta go. They looking at me crazy right now. Hold on. Oh, God, I can't take it. Hold on. Entertainment. Okay, let's listen to, I think this is it. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's not, here we go. Where did I see Ty? Because Ty was talking. Was this it? Oh, here we go.
And that lady been trying to drag me since. All your things, Ty. Child, my ex and that lady been trying to drag me since we broke up. This just shows their misery and not mine. I don't got nothing to do with that. Let them live their best life. That don't even worry about it. It's so irrelevant. Like whatever podcast or whatever they had is irrelevant. We've been broken up almost 3 years. Child. Pish posh.
Pish posh.
Child.
Pish posh. I ain't holding no weight on Mimi Faust either. Not when Mimi said that Ty was on the come up after her, I was done with Mimi behind that. Mimi is not a come up. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like Mimi Faust is a come up. I think Mimi Faust is groundbreaking. I think she did wonders for love and hip hop Atlanta. I think she's a pioneer. But a come up, not so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mimi. That ain't it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. What y'all think? Okay. My best friend said absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not. Ty said nothing happened. Mimi is the main. Mimi is not to come up. Yeah. Now don't get me wrong. Like Ian Alex said, Mimi is sticking higher than others. If you don't think highly of yourself, who will? So I give her that. But outside of her, no ma'am. It's not a come up, Mimi. That girl is Ty is the come up. Ty is the WNBA coach. Ty is the one to play basketball. Ty is on TV. Jocelyn, yes. Jocelyn took all of the win that Mimi could ever muster up. She came there, took it, and threw it away. That's what I'm saying, Brown Sugar Babe. Mimi is groundbreaking. She is groundbreaking. Not a come up. I'm sorry, Mimi. You are not a come up. Beautiful, great mother, groundbreaking, but not a come up. I ain't gonna be able to let you hold that one, sis. Judy talking about Diddy now. Let me see what's going on with the trial people. Then we're gonna have to get on out of here. I think this was good. I hope does this feel good to everybody? This conversation we're having today, it feels good. Not Chris Brown said from the cage to the stage. Child, this is crazy. The people are insane. Yo, that's why it's just never ending. Okay, y'all. Who are we talking to? So 15 seconds ago, well, no, 5 minutes ago, the AUSA is asking Kaplan, how much did you get paid? I don't know who Kaplan is. I'm not keeping up. Kaplan said $125,000 a year to start. What did you do in the morning? Make sure everything was in the bathroom. Oh, Kaplan wants somebody to put the room together. Make sure everything was in the bathroom. Wait a minute. AUSA asked Kaplan, how much did you get paid? $125,000 a year to set up baby oil and toys in a room? What did you do in the morning? Make sure everything was in the bathroom, the breakfast cooked. He was recording a mixtape, so we worked late. They worked up, well, along with other stuff. Who was security? Uncle Paulie, D-Rock, and Ruben. Later licensed security in the second half of 2015. How frequently did you communicate with Mr. Combs? Multiple times a day. Things could be found in the back, an iPad, drugs, whatever. Wait a minute, let me go on here and see what they're talking about, because that is wild. $125,000. Judy, thank you, Judy. That's Diddy's assistant. Yes. Ooh. Did he threaten you? He threatened my job. How often? Maybe monthly. He'd say he was only to be surrounded by the best people and that he wasn't. For example, he went me for a one something he said he went me for a 1 liter water, and he was upset with him for bringing him a 1 liter water, and I bought 2 half liters. He said no. So Diddy is a donkey's butt. uh okay, this is George Kaplan. That was his assistant. Don't lose the wheel. On desk is George Kaplan with his immunity agreement, and tomorrow is hope to be Kid Cudi. So Kid Cudi could come tomorrow. We thought he was coming today. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all, this is a lot. Then they talked about planning a search. They knew that Diddy was not going to be home. They did not want him to be home. And they had contingency plans if he was going to be home. They did not want him there because they wanted to get in there and get everything like they did. And boy, did they ever. You found 6 people and kept them in handcuffs for an hour. No, no, ma'am. There was one individual who wasn't happy with us and wasn't cooperating, so we kept him in handcuffs longer because he wasn't happy with the cuffs. Yeah, that's the person who when they went to do the raid. Oh my God. Y'all, this is a lot. I'm gonna have to listen to Tisa. I'm gonna listen to Tisa Tales, and I might have to come back with something else. George took Kid Cudi's place today. Okay. It is like R. Kelly. It is. Y'all, what else is going on? I'm trying to think. What else did I miss yesterday? It looked like I felt so disconnected yesterday, y'all. I really did. But I'm so busy. There's so much going on. Oh, I can't wait to tell y'all. Oh my God, I can't wait to tell y'all about it. I will say this. In June, we will have some new conversations. Um, I am doing my podcast, Millie Chan TV Presents, and my first guest was my daughter, and we had a really good conversation. And my second guest was so much fun, and you all love her, and she's in the comments. So that's all I can say for the second guest. The third guest, I think you might know her. She's a content creator. She does really good stuff. I think she's great. My other guest is you're going to know and love her. And I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. I'm just trying to work with my juices and see what's going on. But I'm going to put something out soon. And then I got other stuff coming. I'll ask for your support. I will ask for your support. It won't be a lot, but I'll just ask for your support. Continue to get your books, Rose in the Wind, Rose with No Thorns, and The Perfect Petal from millichan.com. I'm going to get ready to go. Today is Wednesday. I got to get Lillian taken care of. She's here. We got to go and return some stuff today. And my mama's here. I got to get out in the streets with her. And graduation is Saturday. The podcast is going to be, we're working on that now. So it's going to be on all the platforms. And then I got to figure out, is it enough? Because what's enough? You know what I'm saying? What's enough for a podcast? Because I want to be consistent, but I want to have like a season. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll let you know. I want to be consistent, but I want seasons. You know what I'm saying? I just want it to be, when I start, I just want it to go. So maybe it's be like, I don't know, maybe a month. I don't know. It'll be 2 parts, though. All the things will be 2 parts. It is going to be on all the platforms, and it's going to be, the visuals will definitely be on my website. and I probably will put things on YouTube. More than likely, I will. It'll make sense, right? But I'm just trying to do it, y'all, and I just really appreciate you all. I can't tell y'all that enough. I appreciate y'all being my support. I appreciate y'all in these journeys with me. I appreciate y'all letting me know what's going on. Um, I'm gonna be a little absent, as you can understand. Saturday. Oh, child, this graduation. I'm getting emotional. I think it hadn't really hit me yet. It's tough. I think with her just driving around, like doing her thing, because she'll just come over here. Mommy, I'm gonna come over here and see you tonight. Okay. I'm gonna go and stay with daddy. I'll be back. And I mean, like we talked about divorce. Oh, I don't mean to get into this, but let me say this. We talked about divorce on one of the podcasts. And when you see stuff about like with custody, like with Drew, Drew is fighting for custody and stuff like that. And when I say things like get your stuff and get out, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from my personal experience because I just remember how crazy it was for me and how I thought I'd never get out of that. And here I am today, and it's different. You know, all that anger. Oh God. All that anger went away, because somebody had to just step up and be like, for real, it's about her. I'm not about to be fussing with you. I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do this. So you're going to have to get out of your feelings, and you're going to have to, we got to be adults. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to this point, and then he says, she's 18. She can do this, that, and the third. And it's nothing. Like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it never happened. It's like we made a decision to have a baby out of love. Then we made a decision that we were not going to be together. But then there was some stress. And today, this day, right here, 521 at 205 Central, it's like it never happened. So it's like if people are going through something, all I can say is this, and this is just me. Everybody's different. It will be okay. Like when I would message Mel when she was going through her stuff with Martell, and I was like, I've been there. It's going to be okay. You may not be able to talk to him now. You may not be able to talk to him in 10 years, but it will be a day when it will not even matter. And I can come here to y'all and say today is that day for me. This moment, all of that didn't matter. All that mattered is that we raised a functional daughter who is a good citizen. She's a good girl. You know what I mean? She done told a couple of little lies here and there. We done caught them, because we done lived it. So, I'm like, Lil, don't do that no more. Don't, not with me. Your mama knows. Don't play with your mama. But she's a good girl. And it just, when you going through it, you got to just keep looking at least 5 years ahead. That's how I got through it. That's how I got through it. Because it's tough. It's so tough. And I thought about how hard it was. Y'all, it was so hard. It was so hard. Oh, it was so hard. But then it's over. It's just today, it's over. I think today the last day of school. I think. And it's over. And all that money, all of that, it doesn't even matter. It's just because I stood firm on I wasn't going to argue. I wasn't going to do this because I was okay with not being with him. I was okay with not being with him. I was okay that he got married. Like, that didn't bother me. I was happy that he was married because that would mean that he would not bother me, at least not so much. But then when he got married, there were two people that bothered me. So, oh God, I could talk about this for days. But if you're out there and if you're going through something, it'll be over and it'll be okay. It'll be okay because today is over. It is literally over today. Oh God, I didn't mean, y'all know I didn't mean to come over here and do this. But I just don't know who listens, because when you're in the trenches, it feels like you down there by yourself. Like, it just, like, you can't get out of it. Girl, I know, save it for the podcast. I know. I could do that. I could save it for the podcast. Thank you, Chihuahua. You're right. But what I will say is this: it doesn't last always. You know, it doesn't last always. It just doesn't. And I'm so thankful for that. I thank God for that. Because there were days I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't know. I thought I was gonna just pack my stuff and just go home to my mama's and just get in the bed and just. I didn't care about no bills. I didn't care about no apartment. I didn't care about no credit report. I didn't care about anything. I was just going to just drive to her house, and if they had to come pick the car up because I wasn't paying the bill no more, that's what was gonna happen. Like, that is where I was. I was like, I can't do this. But I was stronger than that. So all I'm gonna say is, if you're going through it, and I know some people go through it, and it may and the last day of school may not be your end, but today for me, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I just never thought I'd see this day, because it's always something. It's always something, you know. And then, like, with Drew's situation, like, it's always going to be something. The fact that it's not a big deal about her talking to Ty. We know she wasn't really talking to Ty. We know that she probably was flirting with that girl, but it was probably just her trying to make him jealous or whatever. But she's so green and she's so in love with him, and he doesn't care that much. And just this little bit is all he needs. That's it. Girl, yeah, we're having a graduation party. Whew. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know y'all got my back. I love y'all. I love y'all for it. I love y'all so much. And I want to, last thing, I just want to say thank y'all so much, because you all have changed my life. Y'all really have. Y'all have changed my whole entire life. And I thank you for it. I really thank you for it. I know we come on here and we talk about different stuff all the time. And you get on here just to do what it is that you love to do. And then you find people that you feel like you can't live your life without. So, like yesterday, when I felt like I was so disconnected from y'all, I didn't even know how to come here today, because I was like, oh my God, I was gone all day. But I thank y'all for what you are for me in my life. I thank you for that. Thank you. Um, she does have a wish list, and I want to thank everybody who has bought her something. Thank you for that. Y'all are fantastic. Um, but today is heavy, and I didn't realize it was this heavy because it's over. It is finally over. Do y'all know? Oh God. Shawana said, save it for the podcast. I'm gonna save it for the podcast, Shawana. Oh, it's over though. Oh, this is not Millie Chun in front of you. This is Millicent. And I just want to thank you all for everything. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I'm a mess. But if you're going through it, there is an end. Okay? There is an end. And I am so glad that I was able to share my end with you all because y'all are my beginning. Y'all are my beginning. Y'all are my beginning. So just like, share, comment, subscribe, send everybody over. And I'm gonna continue to do what I do. And I just want to thank y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all. And I didn't mean for this right here to happen like this. I didn't mean for this. I did not mean for this to happen. But I do want to say it does come to an end, whatever it is. Whatever it is, 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 there is an ending. There is an ending. And I'm so thankful. I'm going to go. I'm going to go, y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I got a lot going on. I got a lot to do. Y'all have a good day. And uh, I'll see what else going on. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all. I love y'all real deep. For real, for real. I love y'all deep. And thank y'all for listening.